Hello guys, and welcome back to the Musings of Maverick channel. This is your host Maverick, bringing to you Fire Force episode 12. So, it's been quite a while, right? 2 weeks since the last episode. The Fire Force production team were on sort of hiatus since they had some other stuff that they needed to do, and it also coincided with the changing of the anime season, so this is the second core now, and so they basically left it open for a few weeks, right? But now we are finally back. Let's see where we last left off. I believe we just learned a little bit more about the history of the 8th, in particular how the captain started the 8th and what its founding mission was. They're currently investigating the 7th Fire Company, which is led by Benimaru, who is well, the 7th itself is sort of modeled after the Edo area Higashis, or Edo area firefighters, and the captain himself, Benimaru, is supposedly the strongest fire soldier currently in existence. And we saw a little bit of that in the last episode, how he used his abilities. So, well, not really sure how this is going to play out. I will say, however, that even though we're just one episode into this new arc, I'm already liking it a lot more than the last one, right? In terms of its structure and characters and whatnot. And I do feel like Benimaru himself is a pretty interesting character, considering that he doesn't really like the current situation as well, right? So, anyways, without further ado, let's see what's going to happen in this one. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. I wonder if we're going to get, like, a new opening or ending song as well. Boom. No. Mm-hmm. And that's how they're gonna build rapport with the 7th, I guess. I just realized, does Benimaru's eyes have, like, a cross and a circle in it? Like yes and no? Of course. It's... uh... Oh. Wait, serious? Alright, whatever. Morale support. Morale support. Really? they've got some pretty big confidence taking on two companies at the same time. Alright, same opening as well, so let me just skip this real quick. I'll see you guys in a second. And back. Conroe. Yeah, it is a circle and a cross. More of a lone wolf type of character. That was fairly fast. Alright. Really? Okay. So... Really? Hmm. So I guess, judging from this dialogue, the church is in some way responsible for the empire The new Tokyo Empire? Seriously. Hey, it's been a while since we've seen. Really? Double piece? Oh man. Alright. Whatever you want, Hibana. Hmm? Okay. Wait, what? Huh, how did that happen? What? Alright, I guess they needed. I guess they needed some kind of excuse for all of them to fight at the same time. Since what? Hmm. Okay. So I guess each. The eyes represent what kind of ability he's using right now? Ooh. What? What? Alright. Hmm. Just what is... Oh? Damn. Okay. Oh, nice. Suddenly. Well, if you really did think they were... He already thinks they're innocent. Otherwise, he wouldn't be leaving the eighth with him, right? 196. What's the current year? 2 years ago? And another one? Yep. More Infernos. Ooh. So he essentially sacrificed himself to take on this Inferno. Okay. I guess at least he didn't die. Alright, and there we go for episode 12. I'll see you guys in a second. Alrighty, so this was a fairly straightforward episode, right? We got the 8th helping out, gaining the trust, and then just as they were about to start collaborating with the 7th, some misunderstandings happened. Now, I do feel like it was a good idea to portray the antagonist in this, you know, the organization, the evil organization, don't really know what to call them yet. I was thinking out loud and thinking, okay, so are these guys that strong that they're able to take on 2 fire force companies at the same time, especially when one of them contains the person who was touted as the strongest fire soldier. And so no, they actually use some, they use some brains, right? They're pitting them against each other. I feel like the way that it was portrayed was a little bit sloppy and maybe overtly convenient, but I guess it just gets the job done, right? And it also serves as a nice excuse for us to see the rest of the 8th fighting using their abilities, and specifically Captain Obi, right? Because we've seen him training for all this time, but we've yet to see him actually, actually participate in the fight, right? And yeah, it's really interesting how out of all these people, he's probably the only one in the entire, fire companies in all of the fire companies that has no powers at all, and yet he's still doing a pretty good job, right? It definitely speaks to the resilience of his own character here. The rest, though, it's a fairly straightforward episode. I don't think that there's not that much to say more of. And at the very end there, as I was mentioning, Benimaru allowing them to stay with Conro, I feel like in a certain sense already means that he trusts them. He's just, he just needs to make sure, right? And even Conro himself said that it's just Benimaru being stubborn in a sense. So, yeah, I think that the misunderstanding might be diffused by the next episode, or we can see a continuation of it, and perhaps the organization is going to go to the general store and kill the people there, right? It could turn out to be, a deeper plot than what we just see here. And not to mention that, I just keep getting this feeling of looking at Benimaru's abilities and looking at how strong he is. I feel like for story purposes, it might be necessary to take him down a notch, right? And what I mean by this is perhaps he needs to come out of this next conflict maybe heavily injured or something like that. Similar to the sense of Conroe here, who, you know, overexerted himself and so now is facing the consequences of his actions, right? In the same vein, I feel like Benimaru is a little bit too strong compared to all the other fire soldiers. Unless, of course, the AFAR were actually still holding back in this episode since they didn't really want to fight against Benimaru, right? But, you know, just him, one person taking on the entire 8th and including some fairly high-level fire soldiers as well, I feel like he is a little bit too OP, and for story purposes, they might have to, like, make him lose an arm or something in order to bring his power level down a bit. That's my thought on this anyways. Will it prove true or not? I don't know. If it does, I think it would make perfect sense. That's my prediction for now. So, there we go. That was my review of Fire Force Episode 12. Sorry, this one was a little bit short, but like I said, it was a fairly straightforward episode, right? Not too much to talk about. I do believe a big battle is brewing up, and we'll be seeing in the next episode, so let's talk more then. So, this has been Maverick, signing off. Bye-bye.